I think we've got the maps ready to come in for you, so we'll take a look at exactly where we are going. W7M will take console out. How about that? Team one straight in with that Oregon band, Jackie, and it's all falling apart.
It is.
Falling apart, but I've got my clubhouse. There we go. I've got 1 out of 2, and we are starting off spicy now. That is not too much of a surprise, Jackie. Potentially, we do have Ace and Malusi available, let's not forget.
So not really much information given over to W7M. They're going to start to test their luck, though. Oh, and that wasn't even lucky. That was just skill, Tim. That's a beautiful frag there, straight into the cranium of Lukid, dropping him down to the ground. There's a follow-up as well. 2K picked up, keeping the game close, though. 2 versus 3 with 40 seconds remaining. It goes down to 1 man. Raps on the Malusi, trying to make a bit of a monstrous move.
Surely we are not going to see a 1 versus 5 to open things up. Raps gets panic. Oh, this could be a first round ace start. The advantage right now stands with Raps. He has the diffuser at his feet. He can watch an angle. He sees the man coming. He takes shots. They will exchange. Not enough damage will be done. Guillaume Harfeld steps out, and Raps will get the kill and finish the ace with the impact nade.
They're trying to push and prod a little bit and take some of those firefights, but they're not working too nicely for them, especially when there's a follow-up from Herds. Oh, that is going to stick.
2 versus 5, and Team 1, they need to put the brakes on here quickly. And I don't just mean in this round, I mean in the matchup overall, because this one could run away from them quickly. W7M, they finish off another great attacking round in quick fashion, and Team 1, they've got to be careful that this one doesn't run away from them. Right now, this is a freight train. It's on.
Well, not too much time left, and the bullets are starting to connect. Philippox, he's been busted open as his lips are going to be surgically removed on the entry by the main man, Ace, starting to live up to the name. Certainly hitting his shots here, and one by one, they're going to drop down. We do have 1 player on the side of W7M, down but not out. They start to sustain a little bit more damage, and they're all actually in a bit of a bad spot, but it won't matter in the end.
Team 1, the difference they need to bring to proceedings here is kills, and that is not going to help them as Guy comes in with an opener onto Lukid.
Yeah, that's not ideal whatsoever. He might just be able to clear this. Rap shouldn't spot it, especially as he's repositioned, setting his focus towards the dirt tunnel. It allows him in, Tim. He gets on the site, finds the first frag. That takes down Philippox. In comes the cavalry as they'll rush their way through, but they're being picked to pieces. Rap's keeping them in close nick. He had an ace previously. Surely there's not going to be another situation for him to devastate everyone. It's all left in the hands of Pedrin in a 1 versus 1 against Falls. Close range angle with the shotty. Big Papa pump. Will he push in? He does. Faces it, but it doesn't matter. The bullets are quicker, and he's going to be shut down. Jaeger and Malusi, the last 2 remaining operators on that defensive side. With time ticking away and bullets whizzing by, they attempt to spark back. Jumping out the window is a bit of a bold call. He's vaulted his way over, but he's not vaulted any closer to victory. Instead, it's the end of their hopes and dreams in that one. Team 1, a much needed round. They had to come out clutch. You had to make some gigantic
You've
moves.
got no power bank. You've got a packet of Skittles, and that is it. And that's not going to last. There's no way at all.
Not with your mate Johnny eyeing him.
Oh, mate, honestly, he's been getting his hand in the pocket and grabbing as many as he can. Grabbing frags like a madman, shooting out the Skittles through the end of his shotgun. Panico doing damage to him. 2 entry frags here for W7M. Maybe those players need to readjust their mindset on Team 1 because it's looking like the likelihood of them picking this one up is getting slimmer and slimmer.
Certainly as Guy pops up over that deployable shield, shuts down Raps. Falls will get 1 back, but it is immediately traded out by Herds. 1 versus 4, shut down by Padrin. Another round going to W7M, and it just seems right now that no matter what Team 1 do, no matter how they try to build some momentum and fight their way back into this,
it would not be very easy to pull out. Ooh, but Reduck might be able to pull out something quite tasty. Gets up close and personal there towards the barricade, spots out Guy, and that's him now completely gone. They can actually bring back the scoreline, tie it up 5 a pop, as long as they pick this round up. Freeze out on the smoke, dashing out Sanguine Arsenic after Sanguine Arsenic, but that's not going to be what kills them, Tim. That'll just be a distraction, forcing them towards that nitro that detonates, blowing them to pieces. If Panico pushes in and kills Philippox, he can clutch the round right here. Issue is, they're covered. Raps, he does not miss a trick. 2 frags back to back. Thatcher the Smasher breaks their dreams wide open and shatters their hopes in this round. Philippox will be able to beat out another man. Dropping them down to the ground. Falls coming through as well. Cleanup crew there. Visceral cleanup, it seems, as another frag goes back in favor of W7M. Panico starting to slaughter with the LMG, really causing a bit of ruckus, but Reduct out of absolutely nowhere. The unexpected assassin gets both of the headshots in, allowing them to just have Raps waiting for close contact as Guy runs down the corridor and he's set up on a date with the coroner, and it's all gone spiraling wrong. Not indeed. Ooh, although this could go a little bit worse for where Raps, once again, he doubles down, slaughtering them and picking them to pieces. The Nitro gets chucked out, and that will stop his reign of terror, leaving it all on one man, though. It's up to Malusi. Guy waiting on the stairway, tiptoeing round. They've got to fully commit to getting the diffuser down. They stick it in the corner. He's not going to charge in. Bides his time, ever encroaching round. If he peeks in, a couple of shots is all that it will be required to actually win this one, Tim, as they're so low. It's all on Falls. Ace. Does he have an ace in the hole, or is it going to be Malusi to overpower him? Waiting on the doorway, knows the angle. Tried to pre-fire, but it's not going to work. He gets bested. Falls will win it, and Team 1 pick up the round.
Guy so close to the 1v3 there. I really thought he was going to do it, and what a way to start it with that Nitro, just predicting the push in through that east wall breach. Got himself one on the board, managed to fight his way all the way into a 1v1, but ultimately Falls switched on, got in there, got that diffuser down on the ground, got it active in the dying seconds. So, rotations are not easy to make if you bring a Nomad along. Attackers is going to be the top floor, particularly around Penthouse and VIP, because you can open up all that floor above the site now. 2 quick kills. Where have we seen that before from Redux? Once again, redacting Padrin and Freeze Out from history, taking them off the board. And
40 seconds left. Lion coming into play, trying to really assist the team here to bait them out on the info plays as they turn the corner. It's not ideal whatsoever, though. Philippox just lying in wait. The sheer speed of the Vector is enough to tear you to pieces, but he's trapped behind the tree, and he's going to feel the terror. Given a little bit of a clear pathway towards it. He can spot it on top of Ace's corpse, but he tried to push around the corner, Tim. The last down on the Zofia, not going to work out
the disrespect.
Oh, no, the interrogation killed the finish him. He sprints his way out, cleans up on the first. Philippox is wilding as well, Tim. They're going nuts.
They are being so aggressive here. How about that from Raps? Hits him on the run out and then was just full sprint back towards office. Obviously receiving call-outs from Philippox that that's where the push was coming, and push forward in towards that 90 corridor. He's looking for his fight. He's going to get it, but he's going to be taken down. He's going to wish that fight never came as Philippox shuts him right down.
Crazy how good he can be at playing around those alibis and just making it effective with the Prismas. Right now, though, there's a trade back at least, and this is where it starts to get quite awkward. You've now converted this into a free-on-free effectively. As Lukid, he's down on the ground. He might not be out, but he certainly isn't getting back up to try and assist in the firefights. The crossfire setup is there, waiting for the push to come through, but they don't need to overstep just yet. As long as Pedrin can get the diffuser down, they can win the round, but he can't, Tim. At the last possible second, he gets blown off of the diffuser, and it gets snatched away. They pull the rug out from underneath. And even then, you can just use it as a gigantic distraction piece as well. And that's basically what they've gone for here, allowing Freeze Out to go for the rotation back around, slips in, opens up the diffuser. The second time it's gone down, but can they hold on to it this time? Or will the retake work out for Team 1? They're suffering losses. We have got Falls going down. He'll be overpowered by Herds as they start to group up, slowly making their moves back in. They get into the kitchen. Freeze Out playing outside the window. He can try and cover this from the post plant. He's got 2 different access points he can work in towards. Sprints his way back over. 4 seconds, will arrive there early enough. Pre-fires around the corner, Tim, but it's not going to matter. He'll clean up. It'll be down to Guy from a distance to find the final frag onto Philippox. Nomad rocking up and ends the story on that one. Another successful round. Vibration tool as well, just make your life so much simpler. The only good thing you do have, though, is at least you've got teammates that really know how to hit their shots. Oh, on Team 1, one by one, Tim, they pick up. It's like a game of whack-a-mole. All 3 of them have given him 1 versus 1 opportunities. He's picked them to pieces and dropped us into this. A 3 versus 2, where the diffuser has now gone down. Lukid, if he turns the corner, he needs to be quick on the draw, and he's not fast enough. It's all down to Philippox. This man might be on the alibi, but I don't think he has any alibi into the round. Ooh, although, I say that, maybe he wants to prove me wrong. Very clinical headshot on the first. The diffuser is down in a bit of an awkward spot. He can jump on it. They just need to listen out for this. Surely they've heard the audio cue. You've got to peek soon. Comes off with a bait play. Gets the 1 versus 1. He holding on. The Lion of Pedrin trying to shoot round. He baits him off the bomb, Tim. He's not stuck it. He's come off a diffuser, and he is trying to play ring around the rosies. But running into him, he will fall. Genuinely, I think he could have just stuck it, Tim. From that angle, he had about 3 seconds left. If he would have just stayed on, I reckon he wins that.
Very, very difficult one to call.
Ticking down, second by second. The hourglass
starts to run out of sand. But Herds, will he be the sandman to send Twitch off the bed? Oh no! He's been turned on. Redux overpower him, trying to make himself famous with a famous. And in the end, it's Felipox to shut this one down. A connection there onto the face. Oh no, Tim. They've just rinsed them in the final few seconds of that round into the faces of some of the Team 1 members. But the only people that are getting blown over is W7M for now. Herds, he falls down to the DECK, leaving us in a 3 versus 2 here with 15 seconds remaining as push starts to come for shove. The panic spam through the camera, looking for info and looking for frags. Frags that will come out. Freeze out. Cleanly done there. A beautiful adjustment. Gets behind him as well on the flank. He's able to get the follow-up frag to him and drop it back into a 1v1. They can't plant. They can't pick it up. He's only gone and done it.
That was very, very close at the end, but what a kill from Freeze Out. Forces the defenders back into Penthouse. Now, remember what is in Penthouse. A nice, big, double window. It is not a place that you really want to have to play from, but Team 1 are not taking advantage of that fact just yet. Padrin gets himself a kill. 3 versus 3. Redux is getting the diffuser down. Can he stick this? He is certainly going to try and will be successful, but he now finds himself 1 versus 2 with Freeze Out and Padrin left on the board. They will get the kill. And Freeze Out it will be to move in and get onto the disable of that diffuser. W7M guarantee themselves a draw here on Coastline.
3 versus 4. Nitro placement could mean everything, but it's not going to be good enough on the detonation. Herds, he won't pick up another frag and send ripples through the nation of Team 1. Instead, the game stays alive for now. Headshot, though, is really going to mop up Lukid and bring them into an even worse spot. They have 50 seconds to get onto a site, crack open that diffuser, and shut down the game. But the only thing that's being shut down is their hopes and dreams. Redux might get a backstab off, but that is basically going to be as good as he can get. For this series to go 1 map apiece. Oh, they nearly line up for him. They nearly give him something to look forward towards, licking his lips as he goes down, but that is the end of that one. We are done and dusted here on Coastline, and it is going to be a 1-1 split, a draw, something we came to expect throughout last season.
Always unlikely for Redux to be able to pick that one up there, as you say, particularly his HP was a strong cough away from death, and that's all it took in the end. Just one graze puts him down in the grave, and that's going to be W7M. I cannot make